here with two fabulous ladies who have such a story to tell. In fact, they are truly the balancing act. With me is Karen Smith, Executive Director of Customer Operations, and Stacy Simmons, Director of Compensation Systems for North and South America. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, I got to tell you, you guys are really an inspiration because, I mean, let's be honest. I would say it used to, and I love saying things like that, used to be a predominantly man's world to be where you're at today, correct? But you're changing that, and you're showing women out there that they can get up the corporate ladder. Would you agree?
I agree. I think it's all in your perspective, and it's all on what feels right to you and to your family, and it's something different for everybody.
Now, Karen, obviously it didn't happen overnight, so it must have been a lot of work, if you will, to get to where you're at today. Did it take time and a lot of struggle?
It was hard. It was a lot of hard work. It was a lot of hours. It was commitment, but it was very doable with the right support network around you and doing the right thing for the right reasons. For me, it was a lot about creating value to the organization and being able to give back. So I always found myself gravitating really towards an area where I felt like I did have a skill, but more importantly, where I felt like I could influence those and add value to those around me. Because I think at the end of the day, that's really what makes the difference.
And speaking of adding value, these wonderful ladies also add value at home. Both of them are moms. Now, Karen, you have how many children?
I have 2 boys, 2 teenagers.
And Stacy, I believe you just had twins?
Yes, I do. I have twins that just turned a year old, and I also have a little girl who's about to turn 4 this month, so it's very, very challenging. But I've been with our organization for 13 years, and you know, I've have a strong network, both here at the company and outside of the company, and with my family and community. So that's been very helpful to me going through this journey.
And what I love is the network of support you two have. Not only you, but all the ladies here at Bridgestone. You, Karen, even spent a lot of time with her during that time of, you know, having children. She went on maternity leave, and when she came back, tell our viewers the fabulous advice you gave her, which all mothers out there, if you're working, listen to this.
Well, it's like I said earlier, it's all about finding the balancing network and what works for you. And it is about really not ever making an excuse for being a working mother, and just making it work at home and at the office. And I think it's very possible and you can do that quite easily with the right support around you.
You guys are great. Let me just end by saying that it's been fabulous to talk with you. And a lot of my friends actually sometimes tell me, you know, Christy, you have the kids, you have the show, and it's really impossible to have it all. And I say, no, I disagree. And I always give them my take. Karen, your take when you hear that?
I think you absolutely can, and I think it's finding what works for you and not fitting into, you know, a pre-established mold, and not and just making good value of the tools you have and the resources you have around you.
Stacy?
I agree, and I go back to my first comment that I made. It's you know, success is in the eyes of the beholder. And it's all what works for you and the balance that you find. And, you know, my definition of balance and success may not be Karen's definition, but at the end of the day, you know,
it works for you.
It works for me. And that's the most important thing.
Thank you so much. Good luck to
thank
you.
you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Last question, any chance of another child?
Not in the plan.
Thank you, ladies, very much. And if you'd like to hear more about the Bridgestone family, it's a great family, just go to the website, bridgestoneamericas.com.